What is economics? Economics is the study of how society manages its scarce resources. Economics is also the study of human behavior with an emphasis on human decision making. Another explanation for economics is that it is the study of how people choose to allocate goods and resources to achieve their unlimited desires. Here you see Bob must choose between buying a new car or going on that exquisite cruise. Another scenario is where Steve must choose between buying the new smartwatch or buying a bicycle to cycle to work. But why exactly do we always have to choose? We have to make choices due to scarcity, which means there is always a limited amount of resources on Earth. Earth has a limited amount of resources, but we as humans have unlimited ones. This is why we always have to make choices. Because this scarcity exists, there will always be trade offs. With such trade offs, then exists opportunity cost, where here Bob chooses the laptop over the mobile phone. The mobile phone is then the value of the best thing we give up to get something. The mobile phone is the an example of opportunity cost is where Sarah attends university and the opportunity cost of her attending university is the salary she has now foregone if she was to work instead of going to classes. So, what are the kinds of choices we make? And how do we make those choices? As you can see here, Toby needs to study for his exams, but he also values his social life. Toby then needs to put the right amount of input into both activities to get the best utility. What is this utility we speak of? And how do we measure it? Could it be satisfaction? Well, utility is calculated indirectly as the amount of money you are willing to spend for a good or service. Here you see Mary spends $500 for a new smartphone. For the first smartphone, she was willing to spend $500. However, for a second smartphone, she's only willing to spend $400. She has no need for another smartphone and thus would be unwilling to spend another $500. However, in economics, the production of a good or service is only considered efficient if the marginal benefit exceeds the marginal cost during production. Here we see the marginal benefit of producing a hamburger is $2 and the marginal cost of producing the same hamburger. However, if the marginal cost exceeds the marginal benefit during production, it is not efficient to produce that good or service. Here we see the Here are other explanations of basic economic concepts for the course.
created using Powtoon.